Hello, people. Yesterday, and today were pretty interesting. So I went out yesterday to I don't know, I just woke up late at night at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Not 2 o'clock, like 12 o'clock. And I decided to peruse downtown. I went downstairs. I walked. And then I saw this bar and like music blazing. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I tried to get in, but I forgot I didn't bring my ID. And then I started talking to the bartender, and I remember like a week or two back, he let me in just to see it because it was like the first opening since COVID. And I was like, okay. I was like, can I get in, sir? And he was like, no, sorry. I was like, don't you remember me? Don't you remember me? And I take off my mask, and he's like, oh, yeah, you're that guy. And I'm like, how about if I have my phone on me, I have a picture of my ID on my phone. And then he's like, nah, sorry, man, I didn't let them in, I can't let you in. And I was like, oh, that's such a shame. And then he's like, you know what, today's my birthday. If you get me some fries, I'll let you in. And I was like, okay. So I walk over to this little taco truck and I get him the fries. And then for some reason a Corey B thing just popped up in my brain, and I decide to be like I want to sing happy birthday. So I'm like, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to place name over here. To you. Happy birthday, dear. And he's like, nah. And I was like, okay, that was goofy. And I gave him the plate. And then I walked inside the club, and it was like all that effort just to figure out that the ratio to girls to guys was like, I mean, I never planned, like I just wanted to see what's happening inside, and the music was pretty interesting. And I was like, and I want to see the corner, and I want to see the local animals, like where they would like to gather and like communicate with one another, or the local street animals, or the humans, or us. So I went over there, and then he was like, hey man, and then it was like, there was like one girl for every three guys. And I was like, okay, I want to get out of here. And there was a little Chinese joint that was across the street, which you can see like all the rappers and stuff were there. And the girls, they eventually left because I guess from that club to this other, Chinese food restaurant across our street, because all of them came over with their flashy clothes and like grills and stuff. And like, oh, that's probably where the money's at, not with these punk rock alternative people. That's what it seemed like anyways. And I just saw all the girls like start to slowly leave the club, and all the guys were like, ugh, going across the street. Okay. Yeah, and that happens. And when I walked back, I saw someone just laying on the floor. Oh yeah, speaking of laying on the floor, walking this morning, I was walking over to the bookstore, and I saw this person which I thought was in praying position. And I was like, what's up, you need help? And I help. And as I walked closer, as in further inspection, I saw that the lady was like, with a cigarette, with a lighter in one hand, the crack pipe in the other, just like in baby pose position in yoga. I'm not sure what you know what that is, but imagine baby pose position in the middle of the street, crying with the crack pipe and the lighter in one hand. And then everyone was just walking past by her, and I try to like say a couple words, be like, hey, and then I saw what was in her hand. I'm like, oh, that's bigger than anything I can solve. So I just went on with my day. Yeah, okay. So now that we're done with the little story, we're going on part 2. I'm gonna adjust my camera here. Not part 2. Sonnets 6 through 10. Okay, let's go. Bear with me. Then, Sonnet 6. Then let not winter ragged hand deface in thee summer error. Thou be distilled, make sweet some vial, treasure thou some place with beauty's treasure, it be self-killed. That use is not forbidden usury, which happies those that pay the willing loan. That's for thyself to breed another thee, or 10 times happier, be it 10 for 1. 10 times thyself were happier than thou art. And if 10 of thy 10 times prefigured thee, then what could death do if thou shouldest depart, leaving thee living in posterity? Be not self-willed, for thou art much too fair to be death's consequence, and make warms thy hair. Okay, now we're on with Sonnet 7. Sonnet 7. Lo, in the Orient, when the gracious light lifts up his burning head, each under eye doth homage to his new appearing sight, serving with looks his scared majesty, and having climbed the step up heavenly hill, resembling strong youth in his middle age, yet mortar looks adore his beauty still, attending on his golden pilgrimage. But when from the hightmost pitch, with weary car, like feeble age, he raileth from the day, the eyes, for duteous, now converted are from his low track, and look another way. So thou thyself ongoing in thy noon, unlooked on diest, unless thou get a son. A Sonnet 7. Sonnet 8. Music to hear, why hearest thou music sadly, sweet with sweets? War not, joy delight and joy. Why lovest thou that which thou receiveth not gladly, or else receiveth with pleasure thy annoy? In the true accord of well-tuned sounds, by unions married do offer thin ear. They do but sweetly chide thee with who confounds in singleness with parts that thou shouldn't bear. Mark how one string sweet husband to another strikes each in each by mutual ordering, resembling sire and child and happy mother, who all in one pleasing note do sing, whose speechless song being many, seeming one, sings this to thee, thou single wilt prove none. That was Sonnet 8. Is it, now we're on Sonnet 9. Is it for fear to wet a widow's eye, that thou consume thyself in single life? Ah, if thou issueless shalt hap to die, the world will wail thee like makeless wife. Thee like a makeless wife. The world will be thy window, and still weep that thou no form of thee hast left behind, when every private window well may kept by children's eyes, her husband's shape in mind. Look, what an unthrift in the world's doubt spends, shifts but his single place, for still the world enjoys it, but beauty ways hath in the world an end, and keep unused the user so destroyed it. No love towards others in the bosom sits, that on himself such murder shame commits. Sonnet 10. For shame deny that thou bear love to any, who for thyself art so unprovident. Grant, if thou wilt, thou art beloved of many, but that though none lovest most evident, for art so possesses with murderers' hate. The giant thyself, thy sticket not to conspire, seeking that bounteous roof to ruinate, which to repair such be thy chief desire. Oh, change thy thoughts, and I may change my mind. Shall hate be fairer lodged than gentle love? Be as thy presence is, gracious and kind, or to thyself at least kind-hearted proven. Make three another self for love of me, that beauty still may live in thy or thee. That was Sonnet 10, or my reading of Sonnet 10. Okay, so I'm gonna read more and more and more until it's easy, until it's easy. But I've been a little bit preoccupied with some stuff, but now I'm pretty much clear, so I'm gonna be able to focus a big chunk of my mental energy on sonnets, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And it's cool. Well, take care, nice hanging, and don't forget, I know that I've learned that other YouTubers use this, like subscribe, like, and share, and turn on the notification bell. Ding. Okay, salute. Goodbye.